Yo, what's good, family? Alex here, back again with another video. I'm tired, bro. Just hit a killer chest workout. I'm feeling good though, bro. I actually recorded another video this morning. I sounded so depressed and so sad, bro. And I'm so glad I didn't upload that video because after hitting this workout, bro, like my whole vibe has just changed. My energy is just completely different. Just to give you a backstory on what I was talking about in this depressed video that I'm referring to, I was talking about things not always going your way, your schedule getting mixed up. I haven't been able to hit everything on my power list these past few days due to me being out of town. I'm currently in Atlanta right now, and really just creating excuses with why, I haven't been able to get all my work done the way I needed to. I have a client that I'm currently working with, trying to get her a loan, and things have kind of stalled out a little bit. Even my relationship, like I was rushing trying to go ahead and get this video edited yesterday to post and get my shorts up, and because of that I wasn't able to be as present with my girl when the whole point of me coming out to Atlanta for this weekend was to spend time with her. And I had promised her that I wouldn't be working like that, yet I came here and started working like that. I was just kind of frustrated. I'm on the path to trying to be a better man, trying to create this new reality, but it seemed like I was always getting roadblocks, hurdles. Still am getting roadblocks and hurdles. But what I've had to realize is, for one, that's a part of the game. We got to understand that we're never going to live in a stress-free life or live in a life where just everything is going perfect. But two, we have to understand that all of this just ends up being a part of the story. I have to just continue to work to shift my own perspective and shift my own mindset from saying, why is this happening to me, to, yo, this is a part of my story. Like, how am I going to be able to overcome this? This is just another obstacle. One of my obstacles is to consistently be making $10,000 a month, which I'm actually about to bump up. I think that's still me thinking too limited, and I think I really want to make $20,000 a month, if I'm being honest. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know too many people in person that I'm able to see making $20,000 a month. And so because of that, I can at times have limited beliefs like, this isn't really possible. Like, yeah, I see people on YouTube, but these people have incredible physiques that they're able to have a great training program, or these people are just smart entrepreneurs. Like, they just think different from how I think. I've had to just continue to work to understand, if they can do it, that means I can do it too. Yeah, maybe my physique isn't where they're at, and yeah, they may be a little bit smarter than I am, but if I can just implement the correct system in place on what I need to do to get to that point, there is a way that I can make that 10 to 20K. And I think my biggest issue right now is I do actually have a system set up in place that my own mentor actually planned out for me, but I haven't followed it to a T. And a lot of that, I think, is me still being tied a little bit to my past self, the past self who was lazy, the past self who did just do things whenever he felt like it. And I haven't fully transitioned into my new self, which is, this is my standard. I'm going to do this regardless of how I feel. There are days where I am doing the work even when I don't feel like it, but 2 days later, I may fall back and may say, I've already been putting in the work, like I can relax. And that's the worst thing you can do, bro, is just say, hey, I've been working hard, I can relax. What am I relaxing for when I haven't gotten the results that I wanted? I'm still not benching 225. I'm still not making 10 or 20K per month. My physique isn't where I want it to be. Why am I still not working as hard as I need to throughout the day? And I think that's where a lot of the frustrations that I have in myself come from, is just because it's like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know there's another level that I could tap into, but I don't always tap into it. I may tap into it 2 days out the week or 3 days out the week, but I need to be tapping into that 7 out of 7 days per week. That's going to be what's going to help me create this new reality that I'm talking about. This is the only way that I'm going to be able to show proof that this stuff is possible. This whole channel is dedicated to people like me who, maybe struggle with their physique. I've told you guys plenty of times how I've been skinny majority of my life. I felt like I had been overlooked. I loved playing basketball, but wasn't that good in basketball. I wanted to be a YouTuber, but felt like I was never good enough to be a YouTuber. But now I'm at a point where I'm shifting into, I am these things. I am a YouTuber. I do have a great physique. I do inspire the world, even when those results haven't came yet. But oftentimes I'm stuck also just fighting with my old self as well. I got to understand that that takes time. I mean, if I thought one way for 30 years, 3 months doesn't always negate those 30 years of thinking a certain way. It's just like a constant battle that I'm going through, bro. Even with these videos, trying to figure out just how I can get better content for you guys. How can I sit there and really just work my butt off to just be better, bro? Because the YouTube, I would be lying. Like, I feel like there's a whole nother level that I can tap into with you guys. And it's like, I think I get frustrated because I haven't fully thought of that planned just yet or thought of that perfect video, or let's say I do feel like I made maybe a perfect video, because there has been a few, and then when they flop, it's like, dang, okay, well maybe this wasn't perfect. Like, is it me? Is the value just not up to par? Is the entertainment, like, is it just the editing? Like, what is it? And then I could kind of beat myself up over that, because it's like, yo, like, you got to do better. You're not bringing that value. So it's like all of these just constant battles going on in my head, just day in and day out, from taking action but the action not being good enough, to not taking action and then beating myself up for not taking the action that I was supposed to take. It's just a constant roller coaster, just trying to figure out, how am I going to be able to get to that point that I want? Because I do know it's possible, and I do know if I do put the work in, by 2026 my life can be totally different. I can be financially free. I can inspire the world the way I see it in my mind. I can have the physique that I want. I can have my discipline just on point. I guess all of this is just a part of the journey, bro. I know there's probably some people who have been in the same position as me, where they are trying to change for the better, trying to get rid of that past self, that version of themselves that they didn't like, but came into a lot of hurdles on the way. So I guess this is just me documenting my version of that. Also just letting you guys know, who maybe aren't documenting but feeling the same way, that you guys aren't alone, but we can overcome it. I think on a week-to-week basis, we just have to do a better job of analyzing what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong. I know for me, showing up just isn't good enough at this point. I have to personally give 110% into everything that I'm doing. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't think I've been giving 110%. I think I've been showing up and saying that, hey, well, at least I did this, but that's not good enough, bro. I have to look at it like, what are the professionals doing? LeBron's not just showing up to the gym and just saying, hey, I showed up to the gym, that's good enough. I just have to work to continue to demand greatness in my own life, demand greatness in myself, and not settle for anything less than that. I'm going to work to do that. So I'm going to work to make the videos even better. Titles will be better. Thumbnails will be better. Entertainment and just value itself will be better. I got to work to be a better boyfriend for my girl, show up a little bit more in our relationship, be more present, be a better leader, provide more solutions. Even at work, even though I hate my job, if I'm being honest, but, just showing up more, trying to be somebody who just stands out from the rest of the people, even if I am just trying to get out of that 9 to 5 as soon as possible. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm promising to you guys, I'm promising to myself, I'm promising to my family, like, I'm gonna find a way to make it work. And I hope you guys can find a way to make it work as well. You can go to the gym or go on a walk or do some push-ups. That might be what you need to get some clarity, because all of a sudden my mind is just flowing a lot better than it was an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. And I feel like I'm on top of the world, and I can just really lock in and accomplish anything that I want in life. Like, my whole mindset just shifts from being negative to being positive just from this workout. But just remember, lock in, stay consistent, write out what you need to do for next week. It's Sunday. There's no reason why we can't go 7 for 7 this week with achieving everything that we need to get done. That's just gonna get us 1% closer to being that man, that woman, whoever that you want to be. Sending y'all some good vibes. It's Alex. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.